There's a career field that's growing 26% over the next decade, where the demand for talent exceeds supply, where salaries start at six figures, and where most people have never even heard of the job title. It is called AI governance. And in the next 15 minutes, I am going to explain exactly what it is, what the jobs look like, what they pay, and who's actually qualified. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Obi. Let's get into it. A quick note before we get into it. If you're exploring a career in AI governance, there's a free webinar linked below. I go much deeper on career paths and how to break into this career. Okay, let's start with the basics. What is AI governance? Simply put, it is the work of making sure AI systems are safe, they're fair, they're compliant, they're aligned with what they're supposed to do. Think about it this way. Companies are deploying AI everywhere in hiring decisions, in loan approvals, in medical diagnosis, even in content recommendations, in customer service and fraud detection. But here's the problem. AI systems can go wrong in ways that are hard to predict. They can impact people's lives. They can leak sensitive data. They can make decisions no one can explain. They can even be manipulated by bad actors. And now regulations are coming. The EU AI Act, the California's SB 53, and more are on the way. And companies are recognizing that they need people who can prevent these problems, people who can ensure compliance and build trust in their AI systems. And that's AI governance. So what do these jobs actually look like? There are four main categories of jobs in AI governance. The first is the policy and compliance category. The job titles in this category are AI policy analyst, AI compliance manager, AI governance specialist. What do they do? So one of the things they do is to interpret regulations. They develop internal policies. They ensure company complies with AI laws. They also work with legal and product and engineering teams. The second category is related to ethics and responsible AI. The job titles in this category are AI ethics lead, responsible AI program manager, AI fairness specialist. What do you do in this category? You assess AI systems for bias and fairness. You develop ethical guidelines for AI use. You also conduct impact assessment on affected communities. The third category is related to risk and security. They have job titles like AI risk manager, AI security specialist, and AI red team lead. What do you do in this category? You identify risks in AI systems before they can actually cause any harm. You test AI for vulnerabilities and adversarial attacks. You build risk frameworks and mitigation strategies. The fourth category is related to audit and assurance. The job titles here are AI auditors, AI assurance leads, algorithm accountability specialist. What do you do in this category? You audit AI systems for compliance and performance. You provide an independent assessment for stakeholders. So people who work here are usually working in a third party capacity. They also document evidence for regulators and boards. Just to point something out that you might have caught in me describing all of these job titles, these categories and these jobs, they usually overlap. You will find that many roles blend policy with ethics, with risk, with compliance and security. But what I've just shared with you gives you the landscape. It gives you how to start. Now, what do these jobs actually pay? Let's talk money, because this is where it really gets interesting. There's the entry level, which is people with 0 to 2 years experience in governance. They make about $90,000 to $130,000. And the titles that you find in this area is AI governance analyst, AI policy associate, junior AI analyst. And then we have the mid-level. These are people with 3 to 5 years experience in governance in general, not specific to AI governance. And so they make around $130,000 to $180,000. They have titles like AI governance manager, senior AI policy analyst, responsible AI lead. Then there's a senior level. Senior level people, they have about 6 to 10 years experience. They make between $180,000 and $250,000. The titles in this area are Director of AI Governance, Head of AI Ethics, VP of AI Risk. Then we go up a little higher. These are the executive levels. These are people who have 10 plus years experience doing compliance, doing risk management, and working in that area. They just have about 10 years and more experience. So these are the chief AI ethics officers. These are the chief trust officers. They also have titles like global head of responsible AI. A thing to note is that these numbers are from major tech hubs. You can adjust 10 to 20% lower for other markets. But a point that I want to highlight here is that even entry level starts at six figures and the ceiling is high. So who is actually qualified to do this job? This is where most people get it wrong. They think AI governance requires a PhD in machine learning or years of programming or coding experience, or even a background in data science. Not true. AI governance is a multidisciplinary field, and there are two main paths into it. One is for people who have technical backgrounds. You're a software engineer, data scientist, security professionals, and machine learning engineers. If this is you, you already understand how AI systems work. You need to learn the governance layer, the frameworks, the regulations, the risk assessments. You might specialize in AI red teaming or machine learning, security, or even technical risk assessment. There's also the second path. This is for non-technical backgrounds with job titles like compliance professionals, risk managers, and lawyers, even policy analysts, HR professionals, and auditors. If this is you, you already understand governance, you understand risk, and you understand compliance. What you need is to build AI literacy, understand how AI works at a conceptual level. You might specialize in AI policy, ethics, or compliance. And here's what both paths have in common. You need to learn AI governance frameworks, the NIST AI Risk Management Framework, the EU AI Act, the OWASP Top 10 for LLMs. And you need to be able to translate between technical teams and business stakeholders. That's the core skill. So why now? Why is this field exploding right now? 3 reasons. Reason number 1 is regulations. The EU AI Act is now in effect. California passed SB 53. More states and countries are following suit. Companies must comply. They need people to make that happen. Second reason is risk. AI failures are making headlines. There's biased hiring tools, chatbots going wrong, data breaches, deep fakes. Every failure costs companies money and reputation. And this is why they're investing in preventing it. Reason number 3 is scale. AI is being deployed everywhere and fast. Every company is becoming an AI company. The demand for governance professionals is far outpacing the supply. And this is one of the reasons the salaries are high. And that's why companies will hire people without traditional backgrounds. So the window is open. Let me bring this together. AI governance is a work of making AI safe, fair, and compliant. The jobs in this area fall into 4 main categories: policy and compliance, ethics and responsible AI, risk and security, and audit and assurance. And the salaries start at 6 figures and go up from there. And you don't need a technical background, though technical professionals have a path into this role too. The field is growing because of regulation, risk, and skill. Drop a comment and let me know which of the 4 categories interests you the most. I read your comments, and please subscribe for more content on AI governance and careers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.